Hello, right? We've come now to the last type of question we need to learn how to solve in our percentage unit, and it's based around something called the Unitary Method. We'll see what that is in just a moment, but for now I have a quick getting better at maths question for you. Sorry this is a bit hard to read, but what I want you to do is pause the video and have a little think about this question. See if you can come up with an answer. Okay, hopefully now you've had an attempt at this question. I think the answer here is 7. We need to seat 28 people. The pattern here is that the number of people increases by 4 every time. So it's going to go up to 26 here, and it's going to go up to 30 here with 7 tables. That will be enough to seat 28 people. Alright, these are the questions we tried to get through yesterday. I'm going to ask everyone to write the heading from last class in their books, and then write down the question and write down the working that I do. Okay, so, sorry, there's a mistake in this question. Let's just say a scooter for $500 and sold it for $444. What is the loss as a percentage of its cost? Okay, so we calculate loss by subtracting the sale price from the cost. So we're going to end up with a loss of $55. And when we calculate the loss percent, remember what we do here is we take the amount of the loss and we take the amount of the cost. We turn that into a fraction, and then to convert it to a percentage we multiply by 100. This can just go straight into our calculator, and it comes out at 11%. To calculate the profit and the percentage profit is the exact same method over here in question 2. We bought a tablet for $700 and we sold it for $780. What is the profit as a percentage of its cost? The first thing we need to do is calculate the profit, and that will be the sale price minus the cost, which is $700. So the profit here was $80. And then the profit as a percentage, remember it's the same process. We take the amount of profit, we make it a fraction with the cost, and then we times it by 100 to make it a percentage. And the answer here, this is what my calculator told me. We want to round it off to 2 decimal places. Remember, this number is bigger than 5, so we need to increase the last number. And that's our percentage profit. The new type of question we're moving on to today looks like this. If we know that 5% is $21, what will 100% be? Now these questions are relatively simple to answer. What we're going to do is we're going to write down 5% equals $21. Then we're going to write down 1%. The way we find 1% is we take this number here and we divide it by this number here. So 1% is going to be 21 divided by 5. And that's going to equal 4.2. Now we know 1%, we can find 100% by multiplying by 100. So the answer is 420. Now again, we know that 15% is $12. What is 100%? Let's follow the process. We start by writing down what we're given in the question. 15% is equal to $12. We calculate 1% by dividing our amount by our given percentage. We put that into our calculator. In this case, we get 0.8. And now we find 100% by taking 1% and multiplying it by 100. In this case, we get $80. This question 3 here is, the question is a bit longer, it's written out in words, but the process is the same. There are 210 Year 8 students in a school, and that is 30% of the student population. So how many students are there in the whole school? In other words, what is 100%? The information we're given in the question is that 30% equals 210. We calculate 1% by dividing 210 by 30. Remember, we take this number and we divide it by this number. We put that into our calculator and we get 7. 1% of all students in the school is 7. So to find 100% now, we take 1% and we times it by 100. So that means in this whole school there are 700 students. Okay, what you guys are going to do now is you're going to get out your textbooks, you're going to go to page 91, and you're just going to start from question 1 and work through as many as you can. Thanks, Garrett.